Yeah, what are your thoughts with NBC putting her out? Like, just even interviewing her behind.
I think they're just as grubby for what they done to R. Kelly, and then give Jay-Z a fluff ball interview. Where's Gail?
Where's Gail?
Why Gail ain't got no interview for the Carters? They're such good friends.
Hey.
Where's Gail? What, she trying to keep the bread away from Oprah before she passed out on the Zippic again? I don't know. Where is it?
Yeah, she just had a birthday. He's like,
and her birthday.
Okay.
Tell her to take her ass to a dance party with Beyonce. Go the fuck on.
Now,
he almost mesmerized America into bringing that trap queen into the White House to run us in the ground.
Trap queen.
That's all she is. She a trap queen. I'm gonna call it like it is.
Almost. Now, wait, hold on, Jack. Blue Ivy Mufasa's out right now, and Blue Ivy's there. Should we just like?
Is it not a lot of people watching it? You sure that wasn't just a screening party?
Oh,
Check this. I mean, usually that magnitude. It got beat by Sonic.
By Sonic.
And Moana 2 is whooping ass. Right behind it.
Do you feel that's nepotism at its finest once again?
I feel like they always knew it was a mediocre film, but they thought that the prestige to the Carters was gonna make it happen. They didn't know the Titanic was about to hit the berg.
Did you watch it, Jet?
For what?
For the singing lessons, Jack. For the singing lessons.
I think they should just watch my content. Ain't nothing to learn there.
So Jay, I gotta ask you, there's a movement going on right now, #Free Diddy. It's gaining steam. It's gaining a lot of steam right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess people are just kind of like, they're missing the parties. They're missing something. What are your thoughts when you see a Free Diddy hashtag going?
I'm gonna tell you this. God bless him. God bless every last one of them.
Be blessed.
It's just, it's unfortunate, that people are longing for all of that abuse and all of them pharmaceuticals and all of that unconsented this and D. You know what I think? I think we should.
Jaguar's explosive interview with Piers Morgan is stirring up major buzz, and it's easy to see why. The outspoken artist pulled no punches, firing off bold claims about music moguls Diddy and Jay-Z. In her view, the glossy public images of these icons mask far more complicated realities. Beneath the spotlight and success, she suggested, our untold stories the world has only begun to glimpse.
That island, and then we take Diddy and we put him there and let him loose. And let them have Diddy. And we call it Diddy Land. And you like Diddy going over there with him.
Wait, so
that'll show you all the love he has to give.
Wait, Jack, does a part of you not feel bad for Sean Carter or Sean Combs at all? Okay.
I never feel bad for people who don't feel bad for anyone other than themselves. These are extreme narcissists. I'm sorry. I what's to feel bad for? Everything that they've done, they're about to reap what they have sown, and how can I be mad at their harvest? It's what they planted. It's what grew. Let them feast on the bounty of that. Let them. They don't have food, let them eat cake.
Hey.
Eat the cake, anime.
Anime. So, Jag, let me get your thoughts on, and let me get your take on, I think either Don Lemon or maybe Torre. He's been very... Oh, man. He just recently said, like,
I don't give a fuck about that fact.
All right.
I really don't.
Then let me ask you this.
Whatever he said...
Yeah, for those like him.
That's my response. You want to know what my response is to anything and everything, all things, future, right now, all included? You're fat. Right? Your ass is Torre. We need to free Diddy in your ass. Eat it. Stop cloud chasing me. It's starting to get pathetic. You sitting over there on TikTok, dry begging for hand. Like you're weird, G. You look like a lost character from Back to the Future. You're like the nigga Christopher Lloyd with no originality. That's how I feel about you two, right? I'm the drunk auntie. Well, let me sip my wine and say this one last time so we can make sure you get it. You're a French fry deep fried in Diddy lard. I don't get no what you got.
Jaguar Wright has once again ignited a storm of controversy with her latest revelations, sending shockwaves through both fans and industry insiders. She portrayed Diddy as a figure of immense power, yet one shadowed by darkness, calling him among the most intense personalities she's ever met. But Wright didn't end her remarks there. She turned her attention to legendary producer Clive Davis, hinting that his mentorship of Diddy may have gone far beyond guidance, suggesting he helped craft the very blueprint of Diddy's rise. Her words have reopened deep questions about who truly pulls the strings in the music industry.
Losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his...
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Baby love? Explicit love? Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All the people talking about fathers, all kinds of stuff.
So let's just start with Piers Morgan, because there's a headline that went out that was very powerful that people are running with, where it just says Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out, because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him, because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the blood.
Jaguar Wright insists that Diddy's legal troubles are merely the surface of something far more entrenched. To her, This isn't just one man's downfall. It's a glimpse into a powerful system sustained by control, silence, and influence operating behind closed doors. She argues that true accountability can't come from headlines or isolated blame. It requires digging into the foundations of how the industry really works. Wright is demanding transparency across the board, urging that every player tied to this web of power be brought into the light.
Get in touch with me anymore, and Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Piers Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes, I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Piers did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad has said, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has
Ever.
reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
Oh, we got, is there?
On the email.
Let me check.
Yeah, there's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to
Shout out
Set
to
in the West.
running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive.
You know, it's so funny. I love bigging his channel up.
Yeah.
I love it. I do. I love it. I love having a man that not only do I agree with his content, but it's great. And I can be like, ooh, my man.
What adds even more weight to Wright's claims is that she's not the only one speaking out. Former music mogul Suge Knight, speaking from behind bars in a recent News Nation interview, voiced strikingly similar concerns. Knight named Clive Davis, Andre Harrell, and Russell Simmons as pivotal forces in Diddy's early ascent, alleging their guidance came with hidden cost. According to him, they steered Diddy onto a path that brought harm not only to himself but to many around him. If true, these revelations suggest a deeply rooted cycle of power, manipulation, and exploitation that has long lurked beneath the surface of the music industry.
Client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's account.
We expect Mr. Carter to be fully cleared of all of this in the coming days. Almost nothing that she says has checked out because this never happened.
This in the wake of our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and Sean Diddy Combs of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward? Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she might have some facts wrong, but that she says the incident happened. What do you say to that?
You know, anybody, when they make up a claim, they can just keep repeating it and getting it right. But you never get the details right. And what happened during her interview with you is that the story began to unravel.
On the night of the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000, she says Combs' limo driver took her to an after party. There she says she spoke to musician Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. That's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative for the Maddens confirmed they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at that time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter both raped her. She says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not corroborate her story. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't, he said. The woman revealed to us that she has autism and previously suffered a head injury. In a follow-up phone interview, we asked her about the contradictions, and she said that she stands by her statements.
This woman is standing by her story. It happened over 20 years ago. Maybe her memory is hazy. Maybe her father doesn't remember that night.
No, she's doubled down on certain of these details. She says, I'm positive. She points out the tattoo. She talks about the tattoo in vivid detail. Turns out that's completely false. And the father is supposed to be picking her up. 10-hour drive round trip to pick her up in the middle of the night. Has no memory of that. No one has come forward about this in nearly a quarter of a century, and that's because this never happened.
Spyro said he's not only seeking justice for Jay-Z, he says that he also wants to expose the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby.
He takes away the voices from real victims, and he causes real harm. If this lawyer has any sense, he's going to dismiss this claim. I don't know whether he has any sense.
Jaguar Wright reignited these explosive claims during her October 3rd appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored, where she was joined by Vlad TV's D. Vlad and attorney Ariel Mitchell, who represents one of Diddy's accusers. Together, they dug into the broader ripple effects of the allegations, implicating not just Diddy, but the entertainment industry as a whole. Wright didn't hold back, calling out Jay-Z for his silence, which she interpreted as tacit approval. She went further, accusing him of evading responsibility and suggesting his quiet influence is part of a much larger network of unchecked power operating behind the scenes.
Your attorneys refiled the lawsuit against Combs, naming Jay-Z. He has come out with a very long statement saying that this is completely not true and that this is all about trying to get money from him. What do you say about that?
I haven't asked for a dime from him. It's not everything is motivated by money, and I'm sorry that he feels that it is.
This woman also told us on camera last week that this isn't about money.
Well, let's be serious. A lawyer like this is not sending out these letters not to make money. He wants money and fame. He doesn't care about truth and justice, and that's what's going on here.
Chloe Malas joins us in studio. So, Chloe, explain this to me. The attorney for the plaintiffs, Tony Busby, right? He is sticking by his client even though you've been able to report these inconsistencies and they are now out there in the public?
Yes, and because of our exclusive report here on Top Story, he's actually going to have Jane Doe do a polygraph test. He says he hasn't done it yet, but that they are going to be doing it this week. He also said in a statement to us moments ago that their conduct throughout all of this has been beyond reproach and will continue to be. Even though that's not what you're hearing Alex Spyro, Jay-Z's attorney, what he's saying. Also, I just want to show you, Jay-Z's team created a timeline. Obviously, even though this took place allegedly 24 years ago, right? They are saying that there is just no way that he could have been at the VMAs. He's on camera there until the end of the VMAs, which ended right after 11, and that there are photographs of him at the Lotus Club in Manhattan, and they say he was there till 3 a.m., and then he went to the music studio. So again, they are adamant that
he was not at that party.
He was not at any sort of after party.
I do want to ask you this. What is Jay-Z's sort of legal team strategy in describing the relationship between Diddy and Jay-Z? Because there are a ton of photos of them over the years, obviously before these allegations came out.
And this civil suit, Tom, originally just named Combs, and then it was amended last weekend to include Jay-Z. What Alex Spyro said to me today is that although publicly Jay Jay-Z supported Diddy, they were not best friends. They were not as close as you thought that they were. So in terms of knowledge of what went on allegedly at these white parties and what took place allegedly in these civil suits and the criminal charge and the trial, he says Jay-Z has no knowledge of any of that. Again, he publicly supported him as a fellow musician and someone where they came up together in the industry.
Right. What really grabbed attention was Jaguar Wright's startling claim that Diddy's reach stretches far beyond the world of music. She drew bold parallels between him and infamous convicted figures like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly, suggesting their stories are more intertwined than the public realizes. Most shocking of all, Wright alleged that a single thread connected them all: Jay-Z. Her accusation raises unsettling questions about the true scope of influence and whether powerful alliances have long served to protect certain individuals from exposure and accountability.
120 accusers says the artist committed numerous sexual acts on his clients, dating back more than 20 years. ABC's Andrew Dimpert has the details.
This morning, Sean Diddy Combs faces a slew of new allegations. 120 new alleged victims coming forward with plans to sue, claiming Combs sexually assaulted or abused them.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
The alleged assaults span 3 decades, with the alleged victims ranging from men and women who claim they were drugged during Combs' parties to a 9-year-old who claims Combs assaulted him in a music studio.
When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts.
The new accusations have not been fully vetted, and the lawyer expecting to file the lawsuits says victims will remain anonymous whenever legally possible. But the claims come on the heels of a dozen other civil suits and a federal criminal case against Combs that alleges a decades-long pattern of physical and sexual violence.
The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. The only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one.
Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. In the wake of these new allegations, his attorney says Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim.
That's sink in. The entertainment industry has seen its fair share of scandals, but the figures Jaguar Wright invoked, Weinstein, Epstein, and R. Kelly, stand at the heart of some of the most disturbing revelations of our time. Weinstein's downfall ignited the hashtag MeToo movement. Epstein's crimes unveiled a vast web of exploitation, and R. Kelly's convictions shattered illusions within the music world. For Wright to suggest that Diddy and Jay-Z might somehow be linked to that same sphere is a bold and unsettling allegation, one that calls for careful examination and unwavering transparency.